Hello,
Hi, it's
everyone.
Alycia.
This is Blair.
All right, and we're gonna channel a message for the highest good of the viewers of this video. So whatever comes, need to come,
Yeah.
and we're gonna share that with you.
All right.
All right, let's go.
Hmm.
You can
So,
go ahead.
yeah, I'm just getting like an image and a word. And it was just brown bear, but I have no context around what that's guiding us towards. Brown bear.
And I had an image of like a room, like a round shaped room. And I
Hmm.
see a person, not me, but like a person standing in the middle. And it's like the person has emptied the room and the person is now looking at all the windows. There's like windows all over this circle room. And it's like the person is finally done moving out of his or her house, his
Hmm.
room, and then is looking at all the windows around him or herself.
What's coming through as you were saying that was the connection between these two things where bears hibernate. And the
Mhm.
empty room with all the windows in a circular formation that actually represents a sense of hibernation in terms of going within, in terms
Right,
of rest, in terms of revitalization, but going within, but not hiding away, actually seeing everything
right.
truly as it is, but in this cyclical, circular fashion, not a linear fashion. Of Everything is just this cycle. So going within, but remaining open to what is, not necessarily hiding away.
And I'm getting a physical sensation of it's like a buzz. I feel like a buzz in my head, and it's taking me more towards the left side. There's like a buzz. It's coming from the mind, and it's representing maybe the state of mind of the person looking at all these windows of opportunities because it's really how I'm feeling. And the buzz is not negative. It's like maybe a bit of confusion, but it's also a buzz. It's like, you know, those opportunities are now accessible for you. You have been hibernating, and that's why the confusion or the frustration is coming from maybe, but you feel the buzz. It's very positive, but it's also a little bit maybe disturbing a little bit, but in a quite light way. But the buzz is very strong, but it's not heavy. It's not heavy strong. It's just strong.
What's coming up for me around that is that buzzing on the left side is representative of moving through the world with a thinking mind, something like the left brain hemisphere, with the logical, analytical mind. And it's buzzing because that's the default. And yet, to truly begin to step into what is, people need to shift out of the thinking mind. And so it's
And
just
what
this sort of like little message of like, stop thinking, start being.
I'm getting that this buzzing is starting on the left side of the brain, and it's now it's in my throat and it's going down and it's going to go through all the way down to your body. But as you explain, starting from the left brain, and it gets uncomfortable if it stays there, but as it's spread out, it's like it's a dance, it's like a tempo you start to dance on.
It's
It's
so,
going down.
sorry, keep going.
Just going all the way down to your body. That's where it's going.
It's funny because when you said you had a buzzing in the left side of your head, I immediately felt it in my throat before.
Okay.
And as you were discussing it, I felt this like heaviness moving down, but it was almost like this sense of like releasing it, like sending it into the earth. That was like sort of the essence of it for me was this heaviness moving out of the, like giving it over to the earth, not necessarily in terms of holding on to it in the sense of being someone in form. So really giving it over to the form in which we exist on, so that we can then step outside of the limitations of seeing ourselves as just these human beings in form.
It's very strong, like my physical sensation of this buzz and magnet is very strong.
Mm. I'm feeling a lot of heaviness in the heart center, though, personally. Like it feels like there's this, it's like catching between the throat and the heart. Like there's like this like grief that's coming up. It's I was gonna say sadness and grief came out. Like there's a lot of grief that's stuck between the throat and the heart.
And for me, I'm feeling it in the solar plexus.
Mm.
Yeah, maybe it depends. Yeah,
Yes.
it depends on everyone, but that's the logic.
Where I'm getting guided to ask that, like where you're feeling it, like these are all different cues. So I'm curious of, is there like an emotional state as you sit with it in the solar plexus?
Not necessarily, but now it's passing through.
Okay.
But it's passing through in less intensity. It's like there's some kind of retention in the solar plexus.
Yeah, I'm feeling it like lightening, which is so
Yeah,
interesting because those are like the denser chakras. So it's interesting that this energy is like, the way I'm feeling it is that it's sort of dissipating as it moves into the denser energy fields. Like there's this balancing.
yeah. It's quite interesting. It feels like, of course, we are now sharing our own experience of this energy flow, but I feel like this is very universal.
Mhm.
It's very universal, and I was asking source, when is this happening, and it's in the now. It's right now, at this very moment.
It felt very collective for me too,
Absolutely.
like individual and collective.
Hmm.
And also that feeling into, if anyone that is listening is can sit with and notice where they're feeling it, that's a cue for you as to information as to what needs to be seen within.
And when I heard joint accessibility.
Mm.
What is accessible to you will be accessible for the other. It's
Yes.
exponential as well. It's in I'm shown a web. A
Mm.
web.
And it impacts the common field too, so that when someone can see it within themselves, that allows others, whether or not it's a conscious connection, the joint connection between the two, it actually gives that energy into the field to allow others to then do it for themselves. So you're doing it for yourself, but you're also doing it for the collective. So it's not like a selfish act to heal or to focus on oneself. It's actually not only helping you, but it's actually informing and helping the collective.
I'm seeing a group of people who are working with pendulums and radiesthesia,
Mm.
magnetism, and there is a lot of disturbance, like energetical disturbance. I feel like I see this group of people, a large group of people, trying to understand, trying to get information with their pendulum, but it's not working quite as it used to. It's being disturbed from now on, but especially right now, there's a disturbance.
Getting a sign that it's just a shifting of the energy.
Right? It's it's the I'm saying like atoms or something like this. I don't know what I'm saying.
Mm.
It's like the dust, the energy dust is fast, very fast.
Ah, I'm almost seeing it like a turning into like a sandstorm into this like a cyclone of energy moving like very, very tiny on the ground, and it just keeps getting wider and wider and wider as it moves upward.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, I just felt like an intense like jolt wave in my solar plexus, actually, like my upper solar plexus, like this shifting of energy moving upwards. Like it's almost like I feel like indigestion right now.
And for me, I feel like a magnet is pulling my head a little bit on the left side. It
Ah.
feels very, very strong. It really feels like there's a pull, something that is pulling my head from the top.
Hmm. Ah, shifting into more feminine energy, like the divine feminine, not gendered energy, but the more feminine energy, the more
Mhm.
lunar energy.
And I don't know why I feel like doing this with my hands. I'm just making some. Well,
Mm.
I don't know why I'm doing this.
Yes.
And it
Yeah.
actually calmed me down to just do this because this is very intense what I'm feeling. I'm seeing a lot of people. I see a lot of people. It's like my consciousness is traveling and like picking on different people. So it's really, I feel like what we're channeling right now, it's a lot of people who are maybe a bit more aware, like with their mind, intellectually aware of what we are talking about. They are all aware of this. Like they are able to put words on it, like we are doing right now. Because I don't see them closing their eyes and like feeling it. They are feeling it, but they have their eyes open and they're with other people and they're talking.
And it's interesting. I'm like not like I had to take my glasses off and then put my hair up and then take it down. I'm feeling all this like, I don't know what I'm getting is that physical discomfort is part of that. Like there's
I,
going to be this discomfort in form that is actually a sign of things shifting.
and for me, the discomfort is translating in movement. Like that's the way I'm releasing it. I need movement.
Yeah.
I'm doing
Yes.
super thing right now with my hand. Like I'm not crazy, seriously, but I'm just feeling like doing this thing. It's it seems to come from my solar plexus. Whatever needs to be calmed down, something.
Identification, the self-identification of these identities, these roles that we hold, a softening of that, of this like this grasp, this grip of who we think we are, these identities and roles that we give so much weight to. When if we can actually soften, bring them, or that feminine energy, that receptivity, that softness, and allowing them to see truly as roles to inform us, to help us grow and learn and evolve, but not as these fixed roles in which we allow to weight us down in them, creating a sense of falsehood within.
What I'm getting about the identity, and I'm gonna share it for myself, like the experience that I'm feeling right now. It's it's about identity. I completely resonate with that. It's about character.
Mm.
I really saw change of character, and it's not just it is the identity topic, but it's also how you say cellular.
Yeah. Mm.
Oh, that's quite interesting what's happening right now. All right. Interesting. Yeah. I think I will be doing more um like affirmation for the collective
Mm.
around this topic because it seems very important and intense right now for myself as well, of course. I include myself. I'm drawn to look at animals now.
Mm.
Are you okay with this direction, or you just
Yes, there were lots of animals in my dreams last night. So yeah.
ah
It was interesting, actually, that maybe this feels connected. Part of the dream, I won't go into all of it, but this one part, whereas I was actually with Pepper, and it was almost like this black kitten, but it was huge, like in relation to us. And I think animals are going to play a much, much larger role as we evolve and grow. Like their wisdom that we can't even begin to comprehend right now with how we perceive and measure with our scientific methods, and the ideology in which we perceive ourselves in relationship to animals. But in the future, as we grow and evolve, there's also like a baby leopard fell into the water. There's this big splash, and I thought, wow, that's
interesting.
something big. And there were these massive ripples, and then what came out from the water before the giant kitten, oh, as this baby like leopard. So I think animals are going to really, I'm getting paved the way. Animals are going to pave the way.
I dreamt this night,
Mm.
last night, I dreamt that my one of my cat Bimo fell into the water and was kind of drowned, but I rescued her.
Really?
Yes, yes, that's quite interesting. I told that to my fiance this morning.
That's very interesting.
What I heard when you were speaking is that animals, the major shift. I mean, we know that animals have a higher sensitivity, of course, um, but there will be like some kind of breakthrough or shift that will intervene 2 to 3 years earlier than ours, and of course, time is flexible, is
Mm.
elastic. So 2 3 years can be something different, but in this current timeline, the information I'm receiving is 2 3 years earlier than the collective. It doesn't mean that some people will be earlier, some people will be later, but in average, that's what I'm getting, 2 3 years. And you know what? I'm seeing a lot of animals from the forest, and I think that's because those animals are they are here. You can step out of your. You can look at squirrels. You can look at birds. You can look at these animals in the forest. Um, like everyone has, not everyone, but we more or less all live close to a forest, not close to the sea, like it's different. It's not
Yeah.
easy. Sorry, it's hard to explain. But I'm saying like go more to the forest and interact, and you will see it will be different. Something like this.
Oh, it kept coming up, and actually, I understood everything that you were saying while you were talking about the forest, actually. What kept coming up was because they're wild,
Yeah.
and we need to return, like releasing the domestication within us, this and really returning to the wild within, the wild with all, because that's the true nature. It's not the facade. Wild isn't, I think we need to step back and see wild in its essence, not in the energy and the meaning in which we've given it thus far.
And I'm also brought to look at what is under the ground.
Mm, bacteria keeps coming up. I get chills. Yeah, something with the bacteria.
Mushrooms, Moss. It's very important. The moss is very, very important.
I'm getting treasure trove. I think there's a lot that we are not seeing that we're taking for granted, and that there's a lot of healing that can be found if we just look at it differently.
There is an emphasis on this information. The moss is incredible.
Mm.
Wow, and it's very powerful in energy. When I'm connecting to the moss network, it's very powerful, so essential, so unknown.
I'm getting galactic, but it's like not galactic as we think about that energy.
I heard yes.
Yeah, it's almost like this, it's like that, if you have like an ombre color between the two colors, there's a space, that like liminal space. It's like that liminal space between what people perceive to be galactic versus like angelic realms. It's this bridge between that, only in the way that we perceive the energies of those, not literally.
I'm
But that's,
getting that you can finish, of course.
oh, I'm done. Thank
I'm
you.
getting that the moss is the survivor, is a surviving substance from the ancient world. And I am shown now what they are spraying in the sky is hurting the moss, but the moss is so resistant and they can't get rid of the moss.
Mm.
The moss is like a survivor, a very ancient, very, very, very ancient being.
Mm.
It's it used to be generating light and colors and multiple colors. I have pH, acidity, emotion. It reacts to acidity and emotion. It's a very intelligent being, and it's galactic, exactly as you said.
I'm getting energy that it,
Membrane,
oh,
membrane,
what was the word?
membrane, membrane.
Membrane. Oh,
Mem-
membrane?
yeah.
Membrane. Yeah, I'm getting energy, and then from membrane, I got protection. Like it's a protective element. But there's
Yes.
something also about energy and I'm not quite sure if it's like energy that we use to power homes, or if it's energy like consciousness, if it's everything, if it's all of it, if it's like, but something around energy, helping us with energy and protection.
It's a sebum. It regulates.
Mm.
I'm getting the word clear, clarity, clear.
Okay, I keep getting
It,
nudged. Oh, keep going.
I'm feeling something like healing, clearing, healing.
It's so funny that you're saying that, because that was what was coming through for me, and I thought, I was filtering it, that the moss, when you're talking about like spraying, the moss is actually protecting the earth.
Ouais.
It's like a protective layer to prevent some different chemicals that are leaching into the earth. Like it's actually protecting the soil due to the health benefits of the bacteria and what's in the soil that can actually be of service to humanity.
It used to be different. It used to have a different function of regulation, energy regulation. And
Mm.
now, because of what is sprayed and the pollution and all of these things, but again, I am shown plain, I'm showing what is sprayed from the sky. Um, the function is now a little bit different, as important as essential, but it's more basic. It's like a protection, a regulator, but it's focusing on transmuting dense energies, and before it was transmuting everything. It's kind of this.
Mm. And I had this vision, guidance of people to actually put their feet on, like their bare feet on the moss.
Moss. Oh yeah,
And then
that's a great idea.
I
I
got brought back to the left side buzzing, bringing it down into the earth, that the moss is actually healing and regulating, but also to shift out of the limited perspectives that like the left brain thinking and analyzing and shifting into a larger context, into an expanded state of consciousness.
They are very happy you said that
Oh,
about standing on the moss. They are
okay.
very, very happy. It's a lot of entities behind me. They are very happy.
Mm.
They're looking over us, like almost touching our shoulder, but it's an image, it's energetic. They are not, I don't feel them physically around. Um, I think they are very, those beings are quite far in a frequency range. Those are not guides, not my guides. I don't recognize them. They are very, very happy of what you just said.
And it's so I have chills. It's so funny because before, when we were talking about the moss, I had this vision of like energetic beings just watching this happen, eating popcorn, like joyfully eating popcorn, watching this all happen.
Uh,
Like the energy of that, not necessarily eating popcorn.
Blair,
Mhm.
would you be fine to, if they are fine as well, if we connect with them, just to,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Then I'm gonna ask. Um, few step back, not as reject, just to let one or two speak, especially one. They, you know, I'm getting if I had to describe them, they are looking like a mantis. Do you know mantis?
Yeah.
Mantis, but more turquoise blue
Mhm.
skin. It's a very, very gentle energy. I don't know, but it reminds me of my cat energy.
And I just got, yeah, it's connected to the solar plexus conversation as well. I'm getting like this like yellow aura that they're instrumental in the energetic shifts and what's occurring as I'm honest, I'm getting like light language wanting to come through,
Go
if
for it,
that's
go for it.
okay.
Absolutely.
Terataira mutuira tataira maira kolamela ishkotrolaili tuira mutataia makatia yakataira marishkotra marekatira irekatiak. Oramatataira tata ola lamataira mleya. Holalaira katira motura shatira tataira mototo. Dura tataira metia. O tataira katuta tataira katara katura tatia motura tatia. Direttora moleska traera ia motaira katu. Ela tiara moira kata. Go garaka. E hatura tia matia. There's a sadness there that came through part of it.
Yeah. When you say sadness, they say it's because they are it's like there's no communication. It's difficult.
Mm.
Nobody knows about them. Nobody. There's like some kind of a sense of isolation. And by the way, they're showing me that their people has been reduced. It's not so many So it's not a large group, but it used to be a larger group. I'm saying like a large circle, but it turned dark and only the inner circle stayed light. Um, and before, when you were doing light language, they were showing me some jewels, not jewels, but like it looked like jewels because they carved stones. It's like they work with their hands with stones, certain stones, and it's like it's part of their communication to use the stone to pile them, to group them. They make language with the stones. Uh,
Mm.
they place them in a certain way.
They played
Yes,
a
sadness is right.
they were instrumental in the pyramids that haven't actually been discovered. They actually were the forefathers wants to come through, but not necessarily. But they like paved the way for pyramids. But the ones that they constructed informed the ones in Egypt and all over the physical world in which we have seen with our physical eyes. Yet there are energetic pyramids within the earth that have not been discovered by most. Many people are connecting to them, and that is how, whew, chills, and that is how we can actually connect more to them. And that's also why some of their own collective has dispersed, because there is a central unit that is focused on this planet. And yet many of them have actually moved on to other planets as everything is expanding and as everything is growing. Their assistance is needed elsewhere as planets begin to emerge and develop, just as Earth once began to be birthed and emerge. They're growing new evolutions and new civilizations, yet we still have our central core that is instrumental on Earth. They're always connected. It's not that we have lost people, they're always connected. But there are these energetic pyramids within the Earth that we can connect to. Just simply visualizing a pyramid with the Earth, within the Earth. However, that comes to your mind, that is the gateway in order to connect with the energies of this consciousness, this particular essence of consciousness of the all.
The mantis, the circle of mantis that we are connecting with at the moment, it's so the being I'm talking to, he's pointing in one direction. They are looking towards the center, but he's pointing out of the circle, and I'm seeing that all the other mantis, the one in the darkness, and it's like a purple color.
Mm,
They change color. They are looking in the outer side, like they are not dead or anything. They are not they are just looking in another direction, and very very busy, very different energy, like very like this ant energy, and
mm.
maybe disconnected from the inner light or something like this. They're looking in another direction, and he's showing that to me.
It's interesting what keeps coming through is it's actually a representation of the shifting of, as people are saying, the timelines, but just different ways of being, of the so-called rat race of being in the external world versus being in the inner world of and in the physical world. So it's these different energies. And if you feel into the energy of like a lot of movement, that is where we've been. And yet if we can anchor and ground into that inner light that's within everything, all of the frenetic energy around us, we can see it clearly and it doesn't actually impact us. And this is how also, it's very layered. It's also showing you how to protect your own energy in the times today, to imagine yourself as this ball of light and imagine this frenetic energy around you, almost like the membrane of the moss. It's protecting you to see it in that way outside of yourself, but also around yourself. But you are connected to it, but you are not in it. And that's how you can protect your own energy field in the world today. For some, it won't resonate with everyone, of
I
course.
was I was asking them if they were the elders, and he said no, the youngers. The youngers, yeah, the younger one. That's interesting.
Ah,
I think they are okay to stop communicating now.
mm,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
What I'm getting is that's another entity that is not necessarily connected with in the mainstream wants to come through.
Hmm.
I'm getting an Shyrian, Shyrian, Shyrian.
I'm
It's more of
feeling the
an S.
buzzing again.
What are you feeling?
I'm feeling the buzzing again as you were saying the name.
What I'm getting is that it's more of there's an energy within each letter. And if you look into more esoteric, energetic, sacred languages, each letter represented Shyrian. Are, yeah, that felt much longer. It felt like time shifted when I was saying that. They're very, 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 very far away. That's what the shifting in the time. They're very, very, very far away, and in the way that we perceive space. Of course, they're here. They're within us. They're here, but yet
Uh,
in a contextual perspective in which people need to understand it at this time, you can perceive them as being billions of trillions of light years away, if that helps them.
yeah.
They have not been connected to because the energy has not been able to connect to them. But going back to the letters, each letter, if you look into ancient sacred languages, each letter represents an energy. And when you take the essence of each letter and then feel into each one, feel into the collective of the letters, you will get an essence of this energetic expression that's coming through at this time.
Ooh, I feel complete actually.
Hey, I have a light language from them actually.
Go for it. Share.
Taran ira ira kutra ira mai la ya mo ya to ira mo ya la mo la ya mo la ya mo le la mo la lo lo ya la ya ko la mo la le ira ya u o ya to bo ta ta ira mo la ka to la yo ira ari mai ari mai ari mai ira kutra ya mo ya Huiara motora ya mui ya muri ya mura ya matia. Hiera la mea vira kotora matia rakata. Hera tu hira ya mui ya tai ya mutia sia katia. Ira yo ira mua la la ira mua tia maira kotu. Makatu, makatu, makatu. I'm getting we are complete. Hmm. I'm just going to allow it to be.